Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to my channel Lush Foliage. So today is a new day. Now it has been raining a lot in my city, but today it was a little bit dry, so I thought I'll quickly make a video. Now as you all know, you might have seen my Aparajita plant, which is doing extremely well, and you can also see the amount of blooms on my plant. A lot of people were asking me how to encourage a lot of blooms on the plant. The best thing what I can suggest is try and take out the dead flowers, or once the flowers are finished blooming, immediately pinch them out. Do not let them reach into the seed pod stage. Otherwise the plant will put in all the energy in growing the seeds or the seed pod, due to which you'll have very less flowers. Probably you might have only one or two flowers growing on your Parajita. Also, the amount of fertilizers that you add also plays a very important role, along with how much of light you give. Now over here I had some of the seeds that fell into the soil while I was taking out the seed pod long back, not now. But the best thing, as you can see, these are saplings that are less than an inch, and they are already starting to put out blooms. Of course it's going to be the white color, because the seeds of this plant, or the flowers of this plant, were white in color. So as you can see, they look absolutely beautiful, less than an inch, and they're already starting to put out blooms, because the soil is very fertile. Apart from that, it gets a good amount of morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. So even the small little saplings are also starting to put out a good amount of flowers. But guys, there was something else that I wanted to share with you. This is what tends to amaze me about nature so much. This plant is so intelligent. You will be able to get an idea in the next clip. This is something that I wanted to share with you guys. Now I don't remember when did I sow the seeds in this, or probably they fell in this or accidentally came in contact with this soil. I don't remember. Or maybe I had sowed seeds in some other soil and I happened to dump the soil in this spot, and now it is growing over here. I'm not very sure. I don't even know whether it's the white one or the blue one. I hope that it's the blue one, because I don't have the blue one right now in my garden. But this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Now this was a stick that I had kept in this. This was for morning glory. But you can see how intelligent this plant is. I feel that this plant kind of puts the stem out and then starts to search for a pole. Now you can see the pole is on the right hand side, and it is growing more on the right hand side. All of those tentacles, or of all of those runners that you see of the Aparajita, are now starting to move towards the right side, because that's where the stick is. It's not putting out any growth on the left hand side, because of course there is no support. So you can see how intelligent this plant is. It knows exactly which side to grow. Where is the support in order for it to grow more stronger and healthy. This is something that I wanted to share with you guys. It's such an amazing thing to see about nature, that it knows exactly which side to grow and which side not to grow. If it tends to grow on the left hand side, it does not have any support and it can easily get damaged due to the wind. But as you can see over here, probably when the plant starts to grow, it starts to move around the tentacles, or basically the stem, the vine. It starts to move around, and the moment it feels like there is something very stable, or there is a pole, or there is a string, wire, anything, it immediately latches itself onto it and starts growing more stronger. Over the period of time, this entire stick is going to get covered with the vines, and you can see how intelligently the plant tends to grow onto it. It knows how to survive in nature. Because the wind is very strong on my terrace, the vines can easily break, because at this point of time, when it is green in color, it is very delicate, it's very fragile. A slightest touch and the vine can break. But eventually the vine will get stronger. It will start turning brown in color. When it turns brown in color, the vine becomes even more strong. It becomes almost like a stem. And then it will eventually take over the entire stick, wire, thread, whatever you have. It will completely take over it, and it will start the vines will start getting darker in color, and they will be so strong that you can't even break it with your hand. Right now it can easily snap with a slight pinch, but once it gets mature, it's very difficult to break that vine. It becomes very strong. So this is such an amazing thing of this plant. You can see the vines on this particular plant. It is already matured. The vines are very strong. No matter how strong the wind is, the vine is not going to break, because it's very, very strong. So guys, that's all about it. This is what I wanted to share. Something really amazing about nature. How it tends to work on itself and becomes stronger as and when it starts to grow. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.